there are people out there that are kind of misinformed about, the difference between your movie and the movie that came out in 2017. And some of them are claiming that you're gonna use some of Whedon's scenes, which you're
There,
not, are
there
you?
would be no chance on earth that I would a shot that was made prior or after I left the movie. There would be no way. I would destroy the movie. I would set it on fire before I would use a single frame that I did not photograph. That is a fucking hard fact.
Hi guys, welcome to Geargy Reviews. So, as you just saw this clip that I cut out myself from the panel that we recently got, organized by these three girls, which is great. I didn't know before. So, kudos to them, and this is just amazing what they've done. So, what you saw, guys, was Zack telling the fans that yeah, I'm not gonna use any footage from what Whedon shot. Anything that I have not filmed myself, it will not get into my movie, and that of course makes a lot of sense. Now, the question itself, it's ridiculous, but I'm sure, and we all know how the internet is, that a lot of people are going to be confused and a lot of people will be misinformed coming into this, no matter how many times news come out about the Snyder Cut and how it's going to be made and what's the point of it and what's Zack's vision, all of those things. And I also wanted to emphasize something that I'm pretty sure a lot of people will miss. Right now on the internet, the clip that is running is only the first part of what he said, but then he makes a very important clarification.
By the way, anything you see in this movie that reminds you of the other theatrical release, which again, famously, I literally have never seen, would be because that was a thing I had done, and now it's being borrowed for whatever the Frankenstein's monster that you guys have seen.
So that is what a lot of people will miss and will not get. So as soon as the Snyder Cut comes out, guys, everybody are going to be like, oh my gosh, he lied because this scene is also in the Joss Whedon theatrical version. Well, no, guys, because Joss Whedon is the one that had to pick up where Zack left off. He had to use some of the already shot footage from Zack's cut and incorporate it in his own cut. So, whenever we see the final version of the Snyder Cut, there's going to be also, for sure, some shots that you already seen in the theatrical version, but this is only because this is going to be what Zack already shot. So make no mistake, guys, whatever we see in Zack's version of the movie is going to be entirely Zack's version of the movie. And if any of this is also in the theatrical version, it's just going to be what Joss Whedon used for his own finished product, so to speak. So that is the difference that I just wanted to emphasize. Now, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, the way that Zack expressed himself, it sounds so harsh. Well, not exactly. I mean, he meant that first, when you're a creator, when you're an artist of some sort, and Zack is more than a director, he has his own vision for a lot of how things should go. He has his own vision about each and every character. He writes some of the things. He works with his wife. His wife also had a great panel, by the way. She talked a lot about what we're going to see in the movie, a very touching scene between Martha and Lois. It was just very heartfelt interview altogether. The point is, guys, when you're a creator, when you create a movie, and Zack does take this very, very seriously, this is his baby. So when all of the bad things that happened to him and he had to move away from his own project and Warner Brothers did push him away further after the tragedy that happened, he was hurt by all of this. He was. So to ask him, well, Zack, are you going to use something that Joss Whedon shot? No, of course not. It's a ridiculous question. That is not his project. That is not his vision. What Joss Whedon shot is just, trying to bring the thing together. So Zack called it the Frankenstein monster, which, yeah, it is, because Joss did had to use some of Zack's original footage, and Joss did had to bring everything together and shoot his own scenes. And we got Henry Cavill with the mustache, all of that. None of Henry Cavill with the mustache is going to be present in Zack's cut because he didn't have a mustache when they shot this. Basically, the way that Zack expressed himself is him as an artist saying, there's no way in hell I'm gonna use somebody else's work. Even if we don't consider the circumstances, which were once again tragic and extremely bad, how they treated him as well, how Warner Brothers treated Zack, still, as an artist, you will never take, if you respect yourself, if you respect your vision, your work, you will never in a million years take somebody else's footage, because first, that's not your vision, so it does not work for you. It doesn't work for your perception of what you want your project to end up looking like and what you want your story to be like. And this is nothing to do with your work and your vision, and this is someone else's footage. You cannot use it by principle, by vision, by anything. And he, as himself, said, I have not seen this, like for real, I have not seen the theatrical version, and he hasn't. So he just wanted to emphasize as a creator that this is not his work, so it has nothing to do with his work. So whenever we actually see the Snyder Cut, God willing, everybody alive and well in the next year, we're gonna see some footage repeating, as a footage as clips from the theatrical cut, but only because they're already shot by him, by Zack Snyder. That is the difference. That is what we have to point out, because I'm sure that so many people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, there are some scenes from the theatrical cut in the Zack Snyder's cut, so he lied. No, he didn't. That is his footage. And believe me when I say that his footage, whenever we see from the theatrical cut, that's gonna repeat in his own cut, is going to be different, it's going to look different, it's gonna be color corrected in the vision of Zack Snyder. It's not gonna be as bright, probably. It's not gonna be as colorful, probably. And that's okay, because that's Zack's vision. That's the freaking point. So whatever we see in his cut, from the theatrical cut, is going to be 100% what he shot. So it's gonna be his footage, his material anyway. But I'm pretty sure that there's so much more that we haven't seen at all, because remember, Zack Snyder shot 5 hours of footage. So he has so many scenes with all the actors as the characters. He has so many material to make maybe even 2 movies with that, who knows. And that is probably why we're going to get it in parts, like this far. This is the official info that we're going to get in different parts, so he can fully see his vision come to fruition and not have to cut out stuff that he deems important. So that is it, guys. Those are my thoughts on what Zack said. If you're a creator in your life, you will know how you feel about your own creations, and taking from somebody else, it's counterintuitive, productive, it's contra everything contra, so it doesn't make any sense in the world whatsoever. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you'd like to support me, check the links down below to OnlyFans, Patreon, and of course my site for fitness coaching, and direct link to support me to Streamlabs. Till next time, with me, Gary G Reviews. Bye bye.